Well, our expectations are to continue to improve on what we kind of set as last year as a standard. Returning pretty much our whole team back. We're excited about the opportunity, to see how much we've improved. I thought the girls did an incredible job over the summer of improving their bodies, becoming better athletes, and they should have a great understanding of what we've been doing the last couple of years so that we can improve as a team. Well, our goals would be to, compete for a GLIAC championship, and I think that's every team's goal when they're stepping into the season, and we would like to be able to, feel that we're one of those teams that could compete for, that title, and just through the improvements that we've made, and being able to, be the team that we think that we can be, we think that's a realistic possibility. Well, Lauren's like our inspirational, our spiritual leader. She's she comes from a coach's family. Her dad's a high school coach. She has a great understanding of how to compete at the next level. She brings a lot of intangibles to the court, and like I said previously, the one thing that we didn't know that we would get out of her is 11.5 points a game as a sophomore last year, and it was a big need for us to have another scorer alongside Alyssa Kola, and Lauren did an incredible job, both defensively, obviously being a first-team all-defensive player, but just all the intangibles of toughness and her willingness to win, and understanding of how to go about her business. It really, really is a great, she shows everybody else on the team how we're supposed to go about and be successful. Well, I mean, Alyssa Kola is one of our, premier players, I think, in the league. She absolutely had an incredible summer. She's come back a lot bigger, a lot stronger. Her game is really starting to feel, she has the confidence that she's one of the better players in this league. And we're expecting her to be able to expand on that so that her averages will go up also. She was our leading scorer last year. So that's a big plus for us, that two solid guards out there. And they should be able to control, what we think defensively and offensively. And then what we also need to do offensively is, we got to be able to score in and around the basket. We have the size, we have the capabilities. We just got to mature as people out there and understanding that finishing shots in and around the basket's so important for us, because we can create a lot of mismatches for teams, and we have about 6 or 7 people that can post up in the paint, and that's what we're going to try to do. Find our mismatches, get the ball to them, and see if they can go to work, but they got to be able to finish shots. Well, I'm expecting her to be a potential all-conference player at some point, and the sooner she gets there, the better off we're going to be. The one thing that Nia had to adjust to was the types of practices that we run compared to what they run over there, the intensity, the nonstop. It was a major adjustment for us, but yet still she had an incredible freshman year. She was potentially a candidate for freshman of the year last year, but she needs to continue to improve. She came back with an understanding of how we practice and how we go about our business over here, so she was a lot more prepared this year coming back. She's got the potential to be a great player in this league, but she, mentally she's got, still has some lulls in her game, and she needs to understand that this is, whenever she's stepping out on that court, she has to be at the top of her game, and she has the potential to do that. Well, the only real true new face that'll see any minutes is Brianna Gaspervich. She was rated as the #1 point guard in the state of Wisconsin last year. She doesn't she doesn't really fit the mold that we kind of have. We have big athletic guards. She's kind of small, quick, but she has this ability to score, and she has this scorer's mentality, and she really has a great understanding of the offensive game. The biggest adjustment for her right now has been able to stop people defensively, and and as we know as coaches, if you can't play on the defensive end, the chances of your minutes are gonna drop a little bit. But we had a scrimmage this week. I was really excited to see what she is capable of doing. When the lights click on and the game time goes, she just turns into a different type of player, and she has the potential to do a lot of great things on the offensive end for us right now. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of unique. Ashley was actually recruited to play at Lakeland College in Wisconsin, and 2 weeks before school, she decided that she didn't want to go there and she wanted to come here, and she says it was the right decision for her. And it's kind of unique for us. We haven't had sisters on a team before, and it's kind of nice. But the funny thing is, if Ashley was 5'11", the same as Alyssa, they look like twins, so it's there's many times when they're sitting down, I turn around and I say, hey, Alyssa, and I realize it's Ashley. So it's been kind of a unique situation from our standpoint, but it's been fun to have her here, and she's comes to practice every single day, much like her sister, and gives us everything she's got. Well, we're not going to change a whole lot from what we've been doing. We try to create our offense from our defense. We're pretty much a half-court man-to-man defensive team where we're trying to get stops. We're not trying to give up easy shots, and we'll create our offense from there and try to create some pace. But it all depends on how we're doing defensively. If we're giving up easy shots and we're giving up baskets, you can't create the pace that you want to do. So everything kind of stems from what we do half-court defensive-wise, and obviously we'd like to score a little bit more, but I think that comes with the maturity of your team too. I mean, when you're playing freshmen and sophomores for 2 years, you're not going to score a whole heck of a lot of points. And now that we're juniors and sophomores, a couple seniors, we got a chance to put more points on the board, and hopefully our defense continues to get better. I think it was really solid last year, but it needs to get better in a couple of areas, and if that continues and we can create more points, I think we have a chance to be a little bit more successful. Well, I will play as many people as are capable of stepping on that court and helping us. I think 3-4 years ago I was able to play 11 people and felt very comfortable with everybody on the court. I think we're very close to that right now. But the biggest thing is Alyssa and Lauren mean a lot to this team. Defensively, they can guard pretty much anybody. So I have this great confidence with them, and offensively they've proven that they can be two of the better guards in this league. So offensively I have this confidence. So they eat up a lot of minutes, and I kind of have to adjust everybody else in and around them as to, who's going to be able to get minutes and things like that. So do we have a lot of people on the front line? Yeah, we have 3 centers that can play. We have a lot of forwards that can play. I'm just trying to get basically Sarah Miller and Brianna Gaspervich to be able to take some of those minutes, or earn some of those minutes from Alyssa and Lauren, so that we can get their minutes down a little bit and still have great production out there. And I think Sarah Miller showed us that at times last year. She had a couple of great games for us coming down the stretch, and I'm hoping that Brianna can also do that, so that we can limit their minutes a little bit and keep them a little bit fresher throughout the whole season. But we do have some depth. I think we can go 11 deep right now, so that's a benefit for us, and we will use all 11. And hopefully that everybody plays well when they do step out there, and then they can earn more minutes.